Belinda is a person who's not afraid to ask questions. That's kind of that's a light way of saying it. Like she will ask for a deal. She'll ask for, more stuff. I mean, and it's with a purpose. I mean, she knows. I mean, you don't get it if you don't ask, And so but see, me, that's embarrassing to me. And so in our marriage, we'd be out to eat or we'd be at a retail store and she would ask, hey, do you have any other discounts today? Or, hey, you were doing that sale last week. Can you do that sale this week? Or she'd ask for, and I'd be like, oh, babe, I mean, they're not going to do that. That's not what people do. That's just not how it works. And then they would give it to her. And I'd be even a little bit more embarrassed and actually a little mad because I'm like, you're only going to encourage her? I mean, because you did this, she's now going to do it again. And look, the reality of it is I was embarrassed because of my own pride. But then this happened. We went to buy a car one day. And we were at lunch. And we hadn't bought the car yet. We were just beginning the process. And she said, hey, I got a little bit of time. Why don't I go see what trade-in value they'll give on our current car? I said, yeah, that's great. Why don't you go do that? And then at the end of the day, call me and I'll come up there and finish off the deal. She said, okay. So she goes and calls me back a little bit later. She goes, hey, what kind of value were we expecting on this trade-in? And I said, well, if we got X, that would be awesome. But I really expect Y. And she said, okay. She calls back a little bit later. She goes, hey, they gave me a little bit less than X, or a little bit lower. I mean, even more of a discount than X. Is that good? I said, that's awesome. That's great. And then this hit me. She has a superpower. And so I need to use this power for our benefit and for our good. So I said, why don't you go ahead and ask them if they'll get you X price? And now look, I knew X price was unreasonable. But I thought, hey, she doesn't care to ask, so I'll just send her in to do it. And she called back and she goes, hey, they gave me X. What do I do now? I said, sign it. Sign the papers. And I just came in there and waltzed in and signed the papers and all. I left. It was brilliant. But isn't that kind of just how things are really? That what we might find as an annoying trait in someone, in reality is something that could be to our benefit. Listen, God's slowness, His slowness is a trait you should be thankful for. It saved you for eternity. Isaiah 30, verse 18 says, therefore the Lord will wait, that He may be gracious to you, and therefore He will be exalted, that He may have mercy on you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are those who wait for Him. I love how the verse begins. It says, therefore the Lord will wait. And then it ends saying, blessed are all those who wait for Him. It's kind of like I hear the golden rule in that. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. There's a blessing when you wait for Him. It may save you from getting off course.